Alright, a couple people have been asking for more details on how I built the simulator shed, so I thought I'd just go through it and start at the beginning. The beginning was I had this putting green installed, and then I had always set aside the space to put a cage. It got a little bit out of hand, and so I had this is all SynLawn. So over here is SynLawn 958, I believe, and that goes all the way back. And then I got a CountryClubElite mat, and I got this cage. It's one of those cages that they sell on eBay that's just the corners, and you do it with 1-inch EMT. So I went ahead and did that. I had the cage, just a square box, 10 by 10 by actually 17. I cut it down to. Had the net inside and their little target thing, and I was just using it as a cage. And then after that, I went ahead and I don't know what order I got everything in, but I went ahead and changed the top to a low voltage roof, basically, so that water will shed off of it. And then I got this big old black tarp, which is 20 by 30 black polyester waterproof tarp, and it's pretty good. I think this hose is on. Let's see if we can do a little demo on its water shedding. Yeah, it just kind of falls right off. Nothing left. See it beading up on there. And yeah, so it does pretty good. We'll see how it does in the rain, but I think it's going to do pretty damn good. The whole purpose was to get a marine quality tarp, so I paid a pretty penny for it. So I threw the tarp on there, and then it comes to here. You can see right there, and then it overlaps in the back. So in the back I've got cheap crappy tarp, but that's just the back layer. If you look underneath, the black tarp goes nice and around, so you won't get any water seeping in the corners. And then behind that tarp, I've got another one of those shitty, just a regular 10 by 12 Home Depot tarp. So I've got a tarp, and then the corners covered with the good tarp, and then I've got another tarp to just take up the slack and keep it well covered. So it goes over the top real nice and folds over, so nothing's getting in there on the back side. And so go back in. Ended up extending it a bit and doing a second. Sun's gonna get in my eyes. I did a 6 by 20 tarp, basically, made it easier inside. So I just basically extended it over just to give me more room to waterproof it, and didn't want to have to move my stuff all forward in the cage, because I kind of like having the extra distance to hit. So I went ahead and extended it out to I don't know, extra 5-6 feet, and then got a nice one of the black tarps for the door side that I can just kind of push up and down on bungees. So I can just, bad example, because I've got it tied up pretty tight, but on this side you can see I just push it up and down as I want. So I undo it real quick and push it all the way up if I want. And then got the projector, BenQ HT1085ST. Got the screen, SuperTex, I think it's the 9 by 10 screen. Does pretty good. And put some blocks in here for my SkyTrak, leveled them off. Did a couple more blocks here just today, actually. And then I've got this rail going across, which is one of those guides you'd use for a skill saw on a piece of plywood for clamping it down, cutting a straight line. It slips right in there perfectly, and then I can take the SkyTrak and just grab it, move it wherever I want, and just push it up against the rail to change my position, so they don't wear out the same position. And over here today I put in some This is actually SynLawn 354, which is the same thing I've got as the fringe over here for the putting green. So you can see the collar on the putting green. And that's basically, it's more of a rough, but it's the thickest one you're going to get, and it's nice and comfortable to hit off of. But it's still, yeah, more like hitting off a rough than a fairway for sure. But I like it, so I'm going to start hitting off of this every once in a while. And I'm losing about 10 yards so far hitting off this stuff as opposed to the country club mat. But fat shots don't hurt at all hitting off this stuff. It's just nice. And then I've got more of the 958, which was of course already here. And that for some nice rough shots, grab a ball and throw it in each one of them. There's a ball in the 354. Sits up pretty nicely. And you just don't have that firm. It's firm. It's just way down there. You know, before you can pinch it, you're gonna have to go down pretty deep. You know, you can push the ball down and see the depth difference. But it works. That's actually what they did in Dubai when they did a whole 9-hole course. They used this stuff for the fairways. And then this is the rough. So this will definitely dig in. I've got the grain pointed that way towards the screen, so it's a little friendlier. Hitting against the grain with this stuff's no fun at all. You don't want to do that. And then but you can get some nice flop shots out of that and stuff like that. And the SkyTrak recognized it no problem. At least so far. Let's see. In a game that was critical, we can just shot here. I don't know where to put the camera that'll see it, but maybe. Yeah. It was just masterfully done. And he was never better than he was today. So I'm picking him. So from right here, I like it. Grab it. Registered. The hero of the game for the guy who was the true hero of the game. Ty Block, the rookie. So registers. That's all I care about. And then playoff kind of game. And he came through on a major win. He should not. 354. I don't care what restaurant he goes to. He should not pay. I can think of some really expensive restaurants in San Francisco. If I were him, I'd be going right there, right now. What if he goes out with Vinny? Vinny has to pay. Registered that one. So yeah, works out pretty good. I like that. I don't know if I'll use it in any tournaments or anything like that, but for practice, when you're playing TGC, you've already got a penalty when you're hitting out of the rough anyway. So if you hit out something like that, you're just double penalizing yourself. So that's not cool. That's not cool. But anyway, works out pretty good. It's my clubs. Had some low voltage lighting, kind you get in Home Depot for landscaping. And I've got one there, and I've got two here. And I've got them on a separate box so that you could turn it on and off separately from my regular low voltage lighting that I have going around the yard. Same thing as these. And then let's see, what else? Got my computer out here. Had a Steam Link out here, but it just sucked, and I just wanted to be able to do more things. It's so much easier just to have the whole PC out here. And then within about a couple days, I ended up moving the cable box and running cable out here too. So as far as cables out here, I've just got 3 that I need to duct tape up and just make like an audio video cable out of. I've just got power, Ethernet, and coax coming. I think it's a 50-foot run to get around it neatly in there, and then that's about it. So that's the simulator cage, and I'm out later. Oh, there's my, almost forgot, it's my heating and cooling system. I got a heater and a cooler, so yeah, how's that working out? Not so great, but I'm not too worried about it. Doesn't get too hot or cold here, so I'm in good shape. All right, take it easy.